again, and welcome back to Michele on Your Shoulder. Did you know that March 19 is International Read to Me Day? Well, it is, and so I thought it would be fun to play a little scavenger hunt with words for kids just like you all around the world. So play along at home and see how many things you can find that belong with each letter. Are you ready to play? Let's go then! Now, what is an alphabet game without Dr. Seuss's ABC book? So, of course, we are going to be reading that as well. But since most of us don't have camels on our ceilings or fiffer feffer feffs running around the house, we'll look for some other things on our scavenger hunt. Although, if you do have a fiffer feffer feff or an ostrich named Oscar, or maybe even a red rhinoceros running around your backyard, well then, extra bonus points for you. Dr. Seuss's ABC, Random House, New York. Oh, you know what this page means. Can you sing it with me? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I've sung my ABCs. Next time, won't you sing with me? Big A, little a. What begins with A? Aunt Annie's alligator begins with A. But what else begins with A? Look, we have an airplane, an apple. I bet you have an apple in your kitchen. Here's a whole bowl full of apples. And then we have an ant. Maybe we should call the ant Alex. Big B, little b. What begins with B? Barber, baby, bubbles, and a bumblebee. What else begins with B? We have a banana. Oh, I bet you have some of those in your kitchen too. And look, a book, just like we're reading, Dr. Seuss's ABC book. I bet you have lots of books that you can find. A teddy bear. Oh, a nice cuddly teddy bear. And look, he's reading a book too. A bike or a bicycle, if you prefer. And there's a bird. We can look up and see lots of birds, can't we? Big C, little c. What begins with C? Camel on the ceiling. And remember, you get extra points if you have a camel on your ceiling. What else begins with C? Cat. And look, this is my cat. Tank is her name. She's sniffing the snow. Cookies. What a yummy plate of cookies. But look, someone already took a bite out of this cookie. And that is a chocolate chip cookie. 3 C's. And look, it looks like it's trying to eat those crayons. I bet you have crayons at home in your room, a car, and a carrot. Do you know my dog loves carrots? He'll take a carrot over a cookie or a biscuit any day. Big D, little d, David Donald do, dreamed a dozen donuts and a duck dog too. What else begins with D? Dress. Now, it's not a duck dog, but this is my dog Chevy. Speaking of dogs, and here's a domino. Do some of your parents play dominoes? It's a fun game. Daisy and door. All of those begin with D. A, B, C, D, E for ear and egg and elephant. Might have some elephants around. But you do have two ears on your head, right? So you do have two E's right there on your scavenger hunt. What else begins with E? Oh, look, the Earth that we live on. We live on planet Earth. An elbow, you have two of those also. And an eye, you have two eyes. And eggs. There are some eggs, and look, they're different colors. Big F, little f. Four fluffy feathers on a fiffer, feffer, feff. Now here's another place you get bonus points if you do have a fifer, feffer, feff of your own. What else begins with F? Well, a fork begins with F, and we eat with forks. A faucet, turn that on and water comes out. It's called a faucet. Here's one that's probably in your kitchen. Feathers. Remember those birds? We can find feathers sometimes in our yards. Oh, or maybe you have birds at home. You probably find some feathers then. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Goat, girl, goo-goo goggles. What else begins with G? Yummy grapes. I love to eat grapes. How about you? Glasses, sunglasses, because it's sunny out. And look at this, green grass. Doesn't that look just, oh, don't you want to just go run and play in that grass? Big H, little h, hungry horse, hay, hen in a hat, hooray, hooray! What else begins with hat? Well, house, that begins with an H. And hammer, sometimes we need hammers to fix the things in our house. And look at this. Who recognizes the sorting hat? Ooh, to tell us which house we live in. And then just a regular hat. Ooh, the sorting hat is sorting. There we have a heart also. Oh, again, we all have a heart, but I bet you might have some other hearts around your house, too. Big I, little I. Ichabod is itchy. Oof, so am I. What else begins with I? Well, we have ice cream cones. Yum! Look at all those flavors. And just because, oh my goodness, who can have enough ice cream? Look, we have some others. Those ice creams are in waffle cones. And then we just have a plate of different yummy flavors of ice cream. Ice cream begins with I. This, ice. We like to put ice in our drinks, don't we? Put it in our ice water. Now, who knows what this is? This is an iguana. Look at it. It's like a really, really big lizard. Where I live, down in Florida, we see them all over the place. Big J, little J. What begins with J? Jerry Jordan's jelly jar and jam begin that way. What else begins with J? Jelly beans. Who likes jelly beans? I love jelly beans. And then look at this. A bowl of Jello. Jello is always so fun because it squiggles. Then we have jeans. Jeans are always good to wear, right? And this is a jean jacket. If you have one of those, you get 2 points because look, jean jacket. Both begin with J. Do you know what these are? These are in the ocean. And they're jellyfish. But oof, they can sting you, so you don't want to get too close to them. So you might not want to look for those. Look for a picture maybe in your house. You want to stay away from those. Big K, little K, kitten, kangaroo, kick a kettle kite, and a king's Ka-choo! What else begins with K? Oh, look at the little kittens. We have 2 kittens here. There's a kitten stretched out, sleeping, and look at that kitten looking at you. And a kitchen. Oh, you have a kitchen at your house. Keys. Look at all of the keys. A key begins with K. And so does ketchup. Bet a lot of you like ketchup on your French fries, don't you? Some of you might even like ketchup on your eggs. Big L, little Lola lop. Left leg, lazy lion, licks a lollipop. What else begins with L, you ask? Well, the lamp, for one, that begins with L. Look, light bulbs. We have a couple of different kinds of light bulbs. Ladders. We climb on ladders. Those begin with L. And lemons. Lemons make lemonade. Big M, little m. Many mumbling mice are making midnight music in the moonlight. Mighty nice. What else begins with M? A map. That looks like a treasure map. Look at the X. Do you think there's treasure hidden there? Maybe. Oh, yum. Milk. I like milk with my peanut butter and jelly sandwich. There's milk spilling over. Spilled milk. Don't cry over it. A mug. That's a kitty cat mug. And here's a moon. A full moon. And then we have money. Money begins with M. And we have paper money and we have coins. All of that is money. Big N, little n. What begins with those? 9 new neckties and a nightshirt and a nose. What else begins with N? Well, of course, we still have noses. Look at Pinocchio's nose. His grows every time he lies. Can you touch your nose? I bet you can. Touch your nose. Go ahead, I'm touching mine. A notebook. We write in our notebooks, don't we? And nuts. Some of you might be allergic to nuts, but here are nuts. They begin with N. And here is a nest. There are eggs in the nest. And sometimes we look up in the trees and we can see a nest that birds have built to lay their eggs. O is very useful. You use it when you say, Oscar's only ostrich oiled an orange owl today. What else begins with O? Well, here's another owl right here, but he's not orange. But here is an orange that you can eat. Doesn't that look juicy, yummy? And here is an octopus. Look at those tentacles. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Painting pink pajamas. Policeman in a pail. Peter Pepper's puppy. And now Papa's in the pail. What else begins with P? Oh, look, popcorn. I love popcorn. Doesn't that look good? And pie. Look at all the different slices of pie. Pie is yummy. Plant. Plant begins with P. And so does a pen and a pencil. All of those begin with P. How are you doing with your scavenger hunt? I bet you're finding lots of things. Big Q, little q. What begins with Q? The quick Queen of Quincy and her quacking quackaroo. You know, Q is a hard one. There aren't a whole lot of words that begin with Q. But quarters, see the quarter? A quarter begins with a Q. And a quilt is a type of blanket. It has all kinds of different patterns and pieces of cloth on it, sewn into it. Quilts are comfy. Big R, little r. Rosie Robin Ross. Rosie's going riding on her red rhinoceros. Do you have a red rhinoceros hiding in your house? Well, if not, here are some other things that begin with R. Roses, all different shapes and sizes of roses. Always stop and smell them when you see them. Oh, and look, we have a recycling bin for when we recycle, because it's always good to recycle things, right? And a rock. Oh, we can find rocks everywhere. And depending on where you live, there can be some really pretty rocks. And here is a ring, all different kinds of rings. Big S, little s. Silly Sammy Slick sipped 6 sodas and got sick. What else begins with S? Good things. We've got the sun to make it bright and sunshiny to go out and play. And look, if you live by the ocean, then you can go out on the sand, also begins with an S. And starfish. You might even find a starfish on the beach. Socks. I bet you have some socks. Do you have cool, striped, all kinds of colored socks that you can put on your cat? Look at the cat wearing socks. And then a sandwich. And you know what? The sandwich is a grilled cheese sandwich. And grilled cheese sandwiches are just so yummy, aren't they? Grilled cheese sandwiches get a star, which also begins with S. This one is a gold star because grilled cheese sandwiches are yummy. T, T. What begins with T? 10 tired turtles on a tuttle, tuttle tree. Hmm. What else begins with T? Trees. We have trees. All different kinds of shapes and sizes of trees, so I'm sure you can find some trees out there. And look, a table. This one's a picnic table. Tomatoes. Do you like tomatoes? I love tomatoes. They make spaghetti sauce, so you can have spaghetti. Your spaghetti is made out of tomatoes. And a train. Trains are fun to ride on. Big U, little u. What begins with U? Uncle Ub's umbrella and his underwear too. What else begins with U? Why, a unicorn, of course. Big V, little v. Vera Violet Vin is very, very, very awful on her violin. What else begins with V? Well, we have a van. It's riding towards a volcano. It's a volcano. Look at it, spurting out of the top. A vacuum. Now, this vacuum is called Henry. Do you name your vacuum cleaners? He does look like a happy vacuum, though, doesn't he? And then we have a vase filled with flowers. Sunflowers, to be exact. W. Willie Waterloo washes Warren Wiggins, who is washing Waldo Woo. And look, he's washing them with water that comes out of the hose. Water begins with W. We see more water here. And look, a droplet of water. And look, he's turning the faucet on. And look at the water coming out. A wand. Ooh, look at that nice wand. And these are water bottles. We fill them with water, so we can drink them whenever we want. We can have our water. And here is a window. A window begins with W. X is very useful if your name is Nixie Knox. It also comes in handy spelling axe and extra fox. What else begins or ends with X? Well, we have xylophone, and a xylophone begins with an X. And here's a box that ends with an X. More boxes. Also has the X in the middle since we added more to them. And here we have a boxer. Can't have a boxer without an X. And then look at this. This is also a boxer. It's a dog boxer in a box. So if you have a boxer that's in a box, extra points. And you can play the xylophone for him in the box. More points. Oh no, the yawning page. Because we all know yawns are contagious. But that is for another book, the sleep book. So what can you find that begins with Y? Well, here we have big Y and little y. There's that yawn. We have a yawning yellow yak. Young Yolanda Jorgensen is yelling on his back. Oh, a yo-yo also begins with a Y. Look at him playing with the yo-yo. An egg yolk. The yellow part of the egg is the yolk. Yarn. Yarn begins with Y. And yogurt. Do you like yogurt? There's different kinds, and look, this has fruit added on top of the yogurt. I think I'm going to go have a bowl of yogurt with some fruit. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Big Z, little z. What begins with Z? I do. I am a zizzer, zazzer, zuzz, as you can plainly see. What else begins with Z? Well, a zipper begins with Z. Zucchini begins with Z. And where is the zebra? Oh, a zombie. A zombie also begins with Z. There's the zebra. A zebra also begins with Z. Zucchini you might find in, you might have a garden. Your mommy might have a garden and she grows zucchini. Might just be in the kitchen. But I bet you have zippers on your clothes. Whew! How did you do? Well, keep going on your scavenger hunt after you turn off the video. All right, are you ready to sing one more time before we go? So you can go find more on your scavenger hunt? Okay, let's go. 1, 2, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now we've sung our ABCs. Now you go have fun with that scavenger hunt. Okay, thanks for joining me, and I hope you had fun playing the scavenger hunt game. Happy International Read to Me Day. You know what? I think we should make every day a Read to Me day. How about you? See you soon, and make sure you are subscribed before you go.